Let's know who.
Do you something nasty, roll you in a gun.
What the f?
Ela vira mortal, ela vira mortal, ela vira mortal, vira mortal, ela vira mortal de volta com a parte.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle here on YouTube. Today we are taking a look at a brand new release from Hasbro. Today we are taking a look at Studio Series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Personally, I didn't know how I was going to feel once Studio Series tackled the 4th and 5th Bayverse movies. I broke it. Stupid little feets. Stupid little feets. Perfect, yeah, he's going right there. So that is mainly because when movies 1 through 3 came out, I was a little kid, and my interest was kind of going to other stuff when Age of Extinction came out. I was 11 by the time that Age of Extinction came out, and I could tell so far that it was my least favorite movie out of the series. It was way too long, didn't have a good plot, didn't have the best acting, and it surely did not have the greatest of toys. I missed The Last Knight and Bumblebee in theaters completely, and to this day I've still only seen The Last Knight one time, and I do plan on keeping it that way. Needless to say, I don't have a lot of love for Age of Extinction or The Last Knight, and I also don't really care for the designs as well. Now, I have gotten all of the Studio Series releases of the characters so far, mostly because I am a bit of a completist, and I do like characters like Stinger, Hot Rod, Crosshairs, and those various repaints, mainly because of their vehicle modes. But that's basically what I have Stinger, Lockdown, and Hot Rod for, is their vehicle modes. Now, I did also get Galvatron, but that was more so just because he was perfect. Like, perfect. And now we have this, Knight Optimus Prime, who, in my opinion, kind of just looks like a robot that doesn't actually turn into a truck. And nowadays, whenever I see him, it's usually followed by a quick wave of annoyance, because he's always involved in those sexy Optimus Prime edits. No. Just no. But let's dive right in and see if it's any good.
Starting with the box, because I genuinely like the artwork that it's got on the front there. If you flip it over to the side of the box, you will see the canyon where the Autobots all met up.
Oh wow, that's like one of the only good scenes from that movie.
And since we're here, let's also take a look at his wavemate, Shockwave's box art too. And oh look, there's Chernobyl. Starting off in robot mode, Optimus Prime is very well proportioned. He's bulky all around, and it doesn't seem like the vehicle mode has hindered the robot mode that much until we talk about the backpack.
There's been some controversy around this little plastic assembly on the internet over the past couple of weeks. A lot of people have pointed out how bulky and ugly this thing is, especially when compared to Age of Extinction Galvatron. There's rumors that have been going around that this change in quality is due to Sam Smith, Transformers Studio Series designer, leaving the Transformers brand and moving to Star Wars. People are blaming Hasbro in this decision as the cause for somehow this backpack. Now, in my opinion, Hasbro and the departure of Sam Smith to Star Wars are not to blame for the backpack. According to the TF Wiki, Sam Smith went back to Star Wars all the way back in October of 2022. That's almost 2.5 years ago. And Transformers have about an 18-month lead time. So, say he designed this in October of 2022. That means that it should have come out last May, a full calendar year ago. And another thing I would like to point out is that the American Hasbro designers don't design the transformation. They don't decide where the kibble goes, how it all comes together from robot to truck. They don't do that. Takara does. So for those of you who do feel the need to comment on the backpack, Takara is who you need to talk to. I personally don't see the backpack as a huge issue. I think people on the internet just complain for the sake of complaining, so I'm going to move on to the other 95% of this figure, which is really good.
I will say there is a lot of blue in robot mode. I can't remember if he has this much blue in the movie. I don't think he does, but it has been years since I've watched Age of Extinction. Nonetheless, it seems like most of the budget for this figure went into the overall engineering, as there's not a whole lot of paint on any of the gray plastic, which has been another complaint online. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint, arms rotate 360 degrees, they go out, just move the shoulder pads first. There's a double elbow bend, a wrist swivel, and opening hands. There is also a waist swivel, just move the little skirt pieces out, legs move forward, back, and out. There's a thigh swivel, knee bend, foot swivel, and an ankle pivot. Articulation makes Optimus here superposable. He can do some dynamic stuff and more than most Studio Series figures with that extra ankle joint. The only issue is that the skirt does not move with the waist, so it does hinder stuff just a tad bit. For accessories, Optimus comes with a shield/gun, a small sword similar to the OG ones. Not sure when he used this in the 4th and 5th movie, but hey, whatever, it's fine. And finally, he's got the sword. When fully equipped, yeah, okay, he looks pretty damn good. And moving on to the transformation. It is in a similar manner to Galvatron, which is very in-depth, and it's nuts how you go from such an elaborate-looking robot into a very clean truck mode. There are a lot of steps, but it's a very unique transformation with the tires and the front fenders folding in from the chest and the side panels folding from the feet. And here we have vehicle mode, which is rather nice. It's not my preferred movie Optimus truck mode with its triple smokestacks, antenna ears, massive window shade, but it is indeed a very good rendition of this Western Star cab over. Not cab over, it's not a fucking cab over, it's a long nose. What are you doing? You know, screw it, I'm gonna keep that one in the video, why not? While not sporting perfect flames or a pristine paint job, the look is about 90% there, and the front all tabs in together well, except for the roof cap. That's a little annoying. It simply just doesn't want to tab in, and neither do the rear panels in the sleeper cab. The back of the truck is less good looking with open hollow areas and a skinny rear end. It does come with a trailer hitch though for that little touch of realism.
Overall, my opinion on this guy is that this is the best Hasbro released Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, and it probably will be that way for a while. Despite not being the biggest scaled guy, especially for the price point, I do think that it is the most accurate and most proportionate and most posable Optimus Prime that we have gotten from Age of Extinction. Again, talking about Hasbro, no third party. I don't have any of those, so maybe I'll get one day. Who knows? They've done this figure better, but they also are way more expensive. Nonetheless, this is another solid entry in Studio Series, and it fits in perfectly with Crosshairs, Hot Rod, Megatron, Stinger, Lockdown, and I'm sure we're going to get a Nemesis Prime repaint that just has some purple on the face, and hopefully we'll get the rest of the crew, which I'm sure that's going to happen in the next couple of years, so we might as well just wait and enjoy this guy while we got him.
I'm going to turn into a truck now. Birch church a charge, a ding ding church.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win.